What's going on, guys? All switched over here. Looks like a gap down for JNUG. Down to 21. Down a little bit past the support I had lined up. See where this drops off to. So it's crossing over the 4-hour 34, so it might be a steeper drop here. Could come down closer to 21. There's nothing holding it up. It's breaking down previous highs already. It's got a bounce return here. Gold is slightly up today. Sorry, I gotta change my settings back around. SVBL is on its highs again. No volume poppers. Got a previous high break coming on the intraday. In the daily, it's at resistance now. Low volume though. Pure gold mining. Skeptical. BGZ. Like the overall markets are down too. Lots of jitters going on, it looks like. It's like the dollar bounced over the 8, over the 13 now, into the 13 for support for the dollar on the daily. S&P looks like it wants to come back into support from the previous break. At an open high and then close in. And then closed high and then closed in, opened in. I'm not sure where this is going, but it looks like the drop off, the gap down is going to want to come into support. What's up, Yasmin? Good morning. Dow Jones broke out of its pattern. Having a little struggle this morning on the open. NASDAQ still further double top. It's coming down pretty hard right now for a rejection. Gap down over the 8 at 13 on the 4-hour there. It's a pretty good rejection right there. Call it a triple top, double top, whatever you want to call it. It's a top. But it does have support on the bottom there, the 34. Crude taking off. Came back into support, broke previous high breaks today. Boom. Google's still working the double top. Let's see, no action. Let's look at the oils. Let's find those previous high breaks. ENPH, low volume kicker on this one. Looks like a very fast and tight consolidation before it runs on. Previous high breaks. Oh, that's too hard. It's got rejection so far. Watch for the previous high breaks. CIEs, poking its head up from the bottom here. CN again. Zion oil. Climbing a little bit there, opening on its highs. Teso, I think we mentioned this for a few days. Previous high break is in, 5 o'clock high. FGP, what's that one? That looks ferro gas. I think I mentioned this one yesterday. Watch for a previous high break. Getting close. Oil's kicking. It's like accumulation on that end there. PQ for a previous high break. Lots of previous high breaks coming. Zion on its highs again. Watch previous high breaks. Pattern break on this one. Let's see what the biomedicals are doing. What's up, nominal? Zion looks good for a break off that pattern. See where it goes. A bullish retracement on this one coming out of its bottom. AVR breaking previous highs on the daily. Good for the continuation there. It's got to ride up this gap. Make sure you pay attention to the gaps. It's resistance and resistance on the way up. But fill the gap. Could be a nice run. BSPM from a bottom. Nice lower highs into the 34. It's getting a little tight squeeze before it pops. Higher low into resistance, pop. Watch for the rejections. Patterns do break. And previous high break on this. Novax, I believe I mentioned it. Not sure. But very clearly previous high break on the daily. Let's see what's happening. 52-week highs. Doesn't look like much. VSTM, Maria, that's a high flying pennant consolidation. Got a hair, looks like a head and shoulders top forming on a bus. Nothing going on over here. Let's get back to the miners, see if anything turned around for us. For JNUG. JNUG trying to get to a little change of heart here. Let's see what's going on. So my charts are good. Nope. Gotta get this set right. This should be better. See if we can't get a little free share pop. Use the core. Get some free shares, let them ride. Oh, we missed it. I wasn't paying attention. Got a double bottom on JNUG 1 minute. HTBX. Shoulda. Oh, I got problems. HT. Let's change this to JNUG. On this one. Daily already broke for me on HTBX. Previous high break, good break, but this is when I don't chase it. I wait for previous lows to come in. If I bought it here, the resistance would come in and I would be hoping and wishing. Should have caught it on the break. Nice daily chart break on that one. Very, very nice. Bullish retracement for JNUG on 1 minute. Back into support. This is so sensitive. Come on. I should have in the description the address to the chat room if everybody is interested. Go over there to that chat room. As people sign up, I don't know if I have to invite people or they can just join, but it's right here on Hip Chat. The address is, it's actually chat room 3768905, but if that doesn't work, just shoot me an email. I'll have to invite. I think I have to invite my team. But Hip Chat, I think it's free. No big deal. But I want to get a better format. YouTube sucks. I can't communicate with you guys very well. Chat room doesn't work. JNUG into support. That way we can share more ideas. Can actually get some work done, I guess you could say. Ethos, a little thin traded popper. JNUG off of support, previous high breaks. Let's see what happens here. Bam Bam Lucini right there. Previous high breaks on the 1 minute. Very nice. So I'm going to go for a paper trade here on the 1 minute open bounce. Let's see what happens. Going to inverted hammer. Hit it when the charts are different. Blows my mind. I got an inverted hammer over here on this chart on TradingView, and then my Medved still looks good. Still the same pattern, just different candles. But I'm going to have to trust my Medved. I got a paper trade here on the bottom. I missed the total bottom, but it came across bullish traced previous high break. I took a bite at support. Buy at support, sell at resistance. So I can get 10, 12, 13 points out of it, I think. Not bad, not bad. Bounce. But this is where I sell my free shares. So if I made $100, I take that $100 off and watch for the break. Sell into resistance, sell at profit. There we go. Some little bounces coming. Flat top break. Put your sales in, get a little spike high into resistance. Where is that? Spike into resistance. Looks like longer terms coming into a bottom. So looking closer to 21. So am I reading that right? I can get a whole dollar out of this. No, 50 cent. 50 cent. Previous high breaks. There she goes. The bullish retracement right there. That's the best play I can give you. Highest probability play ever. Ever. It's better than going to Vegas. Put it in all on red. What else is going on out there? Sold into resistance. Yeah. That was good. Just wait for it to come back into support. You don't have to get every move. I think that's trying to get every move is pretty hard. It always comes back into support, so always. So here we have my JNUG coming back into support from the break. I think I'm going to take my profits. Bam. It's 16 points on that move. Not bad, not bad. And let it come in and support and see what happens. Gather its legs, try again. Let's go for a higher. So if I was a day trader, had 10 grand, I just made a few coin on JNUG, take the rest of the day off. Made my earning. And now it's a challenge. This is when I give it all back. Support at previous highs. I got previous highs all the way across. I got a double top forming, so I'm thinking it's either got a break, I'll buy the break, or it's going to come back in all the way back where I bought it. JNUG. And we got to be careful on support because the daily has broken down. I want to show a higher low on this here. I want to get a bounce, but I need to get across support lines. So it's going to be a struggle all day, I think. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Goro looks good. Watch for a previous high break. That's a bullish retracement. Over the 34, back into the 34, back and forth, back and forth. It's going to pop after it consolidates over the 34. JNUG, sorry, that chart looks like crap. Let's get a little longer term frame here. Let's go 15 minutes, see if we can't get a better view. Previous high breaks on the 15-minute could be a bigger move. Double bottom forming at 21. Let it come into support, try again. Could get another 16 point all day long. Goro looks good. It's on its highs. You got good eyes there, Maria. The Japanese yen dollar trade. I was looking at that to be very bearish last time I looked at it. Longer term. No. It's got a higher low now. Mm-hmm. 60-minute looking for a previous high break. That looks pretty booming. Looks like a good push coming here. So if this goes up, is that you're saying that precious metals will go up, or is it opposite? I forget what the correlation is because I don't pay attention. That's why. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is that where you're saying, Yasmin, if this goes up? I forget the correlation. Reverse correlation. So if this goes up, gold and silver will go down. Pretty bullish on gold here on 60-minute. Got a 2-bar reversal on 60-minute. Got silver still trying. It's got to complete its pattern down here. JNUG, what are you doing? I need to keep an eye on JNUG. That's my favorite trade. So, got it. But I'm looking at gold on the 60-minute. I'm thinking it's good, bullish. So both are bullish in this instant because it looks like the Japanese yen trade or the carry trade is. Man, I got too much crap. Not enough window. JNUG, watching that 15-minute bar for a previous high break on the 15-minute chart from a bottom. I've got higher lows throughout. Previous high break coming on that 15-minute chart. Let's take it. That's a nice double bottom. Previous high break is coming. Boom. Keep a close watch. I stay up all night doing cryptos too. Got slaughtered last night. Bitcoin is hard. All the cryptocurrencies on Poloniex, at least, not all of them, but most of them are coming into a daily chart bottom where they're forming a daily chart pattern and the daily charts are starting to break. But Bitcoin decides to go down and then everything gets slaughtered. All the patterns break down. So it's a no-win situation, it seems like. It's like I made a 20% profit and then I totally lost it all because Bitcoin just took a dump. It's not fair at all. It's not fair. Yeah, Litecoin. I can't remember what Litecoin looks like right now, but I know that it was getting the struggle on. Struggling. Damn. All these are supposed to be rising against Bitcoin. It just gets slaughtered. Boom. Looks like Bitcoin's stronger than people think. Litecoin's back into support though on a daily chart. So it broke this a bullish retracement back into support on the daily. So even though it got slaughtered, it just got sucked back into support right away. But make sure support holds. Litecoin. And the weekly, the long-term charts on these, I mean, they're going to go up eventually, but just finding that sweet spot. I don't know what that sweet spot is. Weekly charts coming back into support still. Gosh. Let's take a look at Bitcoin real quick. Let's see, 2-bar reversal on that weekly. Called the top. I'm thinking 3,000 is the support. Previous highs. It's below the 8 now on the weekly, so it's not going to get better yet. Momentum's carrying across the 13 across the 8 into the 13 into previous highs. I'm hoping that 3 grand holds, but it looks like it might slice through, come into the previous pattern and bounce off the 34 at 2 grand. All the way back down to 2100, the measured move. But that's what happens when we go straight to 5 grand. It's got to come back into support somewhere. Here's JNUG. Get your piece. Get your piece. Where's JNUG? Damn it. Am I missing it? I'm going to miss it. Oh, I missed it. I missed the previous break. 50 cents worth. There she is. $15-minute chart break. Gush. Previous high break on Gush. Good eyes. Good eyes. I think that you caught that already, didn't you? You were already in it. It's on its highs still. Previous lows. Looks like previous low is at resistance now. Could slide into the 22 area with some gusto. I got previous low right where it's at now. Close. Yes, Monday morning. Okay. Oh, did you lose your profit trying to trade it out? SVM poked its head up here. It's coming off the bottom, bullish retrace. UWH. Back into support. Maybe I should think about this one. Where is it? Where is my charts? How come this 15-minute chart does not look like the other chart? I'm tired of it. Does not look the same, does it? Tired of it. You can paper trade on Medved too. You got to actually type it in though, but it'll keep track of your profits and stuff. Money bags. Maria's got all the money. She's buying everything today. DNR. Look. JNUC for a bottom on the 15-minute. Looks good. Looks good. Still holding. Let's see how we're doing on the longer term. Still trying to break through resistance on the longer term. So let's stick to the 15-minute. Make sure we don't get rejected. It's a nice double bottom on the JNUG. Clear my crap out. Nice double bottom on the open. Previous high break now, working it. DNR off the bottom, yes. Yes. Higher low, higher low. It's into previous lows, so you pay attention to the previous lows if you got profits. DNR across, on this one on the weekly chart, looks like the previous lows, the next previous lows could be taken out easily. And then the next previous lows on DNR for Denbury is all the way up to 175. So I like to hold, if I get a nice little popper on the intraday, I like to hold through the first previous lows, or at least sell a little piece of the pie, sell it off, and then sell into the range of the next, when it breaks into the previous lows. This is my range of selling all the way up. And then if you want to try it for a longer term, keep your profits, let it ride all the way to 2, it looks like. A little balance point at 2. So it looks like a nice little bottom there. Damn. 26 days at Disneyland? Getting a better picture here, Maria. Getting a better picture. Hmm. J-Nug for the win. Damn, it's been good times, good times. Well, like I said earlier, sign up for Hip Chat. I got a whole little group room over there. We can do this easier. We can probably chat better. We can do screen sharing. So shoot me an email at rustysmetals@gmail.com. I think I have to invite you in, but sign up for Hip Chat. Once you get signed up, shoot me an email. I'll have to invite you. Or just shoot me an email and invite you and probably lead you through the process. I believe it's free. That way we can have a chat room. Tired of YouTube anyways. J-Nug for the win. Boom, boom. I missed my buy though. Because I was chattering. Over the 8, into the 13, crossing over the 13 now on the 60-minute. I got previous lows on the 60-minute coming in. So let's see if we can get a little spike high into the 34. That would be awesome. And then come back into support to hold previous lows. Rusty Trades. It's right there in the link here on the, if you try to click on that link, it's going to want you to log in, so the link isn't going to help you. But once you get logged in, the chat room is actually Rusty Trades, but the room is 3768905. It's in that link. So once you sign up, click on the link. It should take you to the room. You tried. There's no room. It doesn't exist. Well, shoot me an email. I think I have to invite you. It's an invite thing. I'm not sure. But it'll be easier to communicate in the chat room. And we can do this kind of thing all day long if there's questions or confirmations. Chat rooms are always good for confirmations. Maybe we can even get a pump and dump group going. Oh, I've always wanted to do that. I love the pump and dump rooms, the boiler rooms. What do you guys think? We can start a boiler room at Rusty Trades. It'd be awesome. Right here in the description, my email is rustysmetals@gmail.com. Goro's still on its highs. Nothing else going on over there on the miners. J-Nug into resistance. I'm looking for a spike high for that 60-minute chart. Into resistance. Over resistance. The previous lows into the 34 for a spike high. Coming back into support the 13 for a nice hold and a 8 cross over the 13 at the same time. So looks like a little rejection going on, a little back and forth, back and forth. I need more screen space so bad. Can't find my crap. Oh, no problem. Anyone can join, especially all you loyalists. I've been getting a lot of subscriptions, but somehow it's not to this channel. It's to my other channel that's not even monetized and haven't done a video on it for 3 years. I'm getting like a bunch of subscriptions over there. I'm wondering if YouTube tied up my subscriptions and everyone's getting subscribed to the one that's not even active. Because I literally haven't seen a new subscription in months. I think I got a class action suit coming along. Just kidding, I'm not going to waste my time on that. NSRPF poked its head up over 4. Looks like a little rejection on JNUG, so it's going to come back in, huh? Let's keep an eye, keep an eye. What happens when it goes into resistance, coming back into support now? Got a double top. Oh, I gotta get this thing fixed. That didn't help. Coming back into support, trying again, gather its legs. Yeah, miners are having a hard time, I bet. Had a nice little push. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, that's a bullish retracement. So keep in mind on a weekly chart, popping over the 34 back into support. That's a nice little nasty reversal bar. But as long as it stays above the 34, it can dip down below the 34 because these lines are just areas of resistance and support. So watch this swing down into the 8, into the 13. JNUG's popping. I might have to catch this time on the previous break. Read it when the charts are totally different. Absolutely totally different right now. So I got a previous high break coming. Let's see it. Might need to consolidate. I got a nice little flat top. Broke down into support. Let's see if we can crack this thing. I'm going to catch it on the break. There she goes. Cracking the nuts here. Come on. Let's jump up to the higher frames. Nice little flat top break. Got to keep going. Yeah, so anyways, JDX over resistance back into support, hold support for a bullish consolidation. Let it come in. It looks like on the daily, it's just one of those stair steps into support. You can kind of like walking down the stairs, step, 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 step into support. It's one of those slow, bullish consolidations into support. And you can see that on the weekly. It's going to come back into support, and on the daily, you can watch the stair step. Very slow, methodical. Maria, come on, man. Chain dog, yes. Slap it. Crack that chicken's neck right there. You can hear it snapping as it cracks right over the resistance. Created a monster. I can't find the right charts. I need more screen space. Anyone want to donate me some real estate? That'd be awesome. Previous high breaks. So on the hourly, we're looking at the hourly now. So we're building off the 1 minute. We found the 1 minute. We bought the 1 minute. Right. Came off a bounce. Previous high breaks. We bought that. Working it. Moving up the scale here. 5 minute, still above previous highs. Actually, the 5 minute, let's look at coming into resistance. Where are we going with this? That's a 5 minute resistance. So then we move it on up. We keep moving it on up. 15 minute bars. We broke that chart over the 34. Now we're looking for some kind of a bullish retracement, because once it breaks, it always comes back in. Look how far it is from its averages. Once it breaks, it always comes back in, but let this thing ride it out. And then the hourly is where I was wanting to get to. The hourly is where we're looking at resistance on the way in or on the way up. So I got the 5 minute resistance over here, which is 50% rule of the previous candles. So that's a good spot. It's breaking into previous lows now. We could get rejected right here. But what I'm looking for is a spike into, we're already breaking into previous lows. Could come back any moment. Any moment. We got an oversold situation. Overbought. Excuse me, I always get that mixed up. Young. So you can see even on the daily chart, it's bouncing, but it's bouncing into resistance. I had 13 points. I should have scaled off of that bad boy, but it is a paper trade, so no worries. So now what we have here is up and down, up and down, up and down until it crosses that 13. 13 is our resistance on the way up. Support at the 8, previous high breaks. So we got support here, support on the 8 on the way down. On the daily, it hit resistance, and it's one of those stair steps. Stair, step into support. So it looks like we could take another leg down if this thing gets rejected. I do want to keep the higher low though. Nice 15-minute break. Could take another leg. I want another leg. 2182. 27. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's holding support on the 1 minute. If it breaks down here, I'll have to come back into support. Let's take care of my crap. So we had a previous high break. I should have sold, bought back in, but too much chatter. There she goes. Little bounce off of support. Very nice. Very nice. Gotta keep going. What's going on over here? Struggling. Could come back in at any moment. I should have sold that earlier, but it probably just whipsawed my ass out, but I'll take a profit. I'll take it. It's holding support. It's slightly under the 8 now. It's coming over the 8 again. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's like a nice line of support. It's above previous highs for support. I didn't want it to fall back into previous highs. So save myself. There she goes again. $22 is the resistance on the way up, that 13 on the hourly. Cracking into previous lows is nice. Could get a nice little gust of wind over the 34 on the hourly. That would be pretty nice today. Very, very nice. So let's keep watching that 1 minute. I'm going to catch the next run. Nope. Nope. It's holding support. Previous high. Just barely on a sliver. It's a little topsy-turvy here. I got a reversal. Little topsy-turvy, little confusion going on, but looks like the bulls are going to win on this. That's a high-flying pennant on that daily. The STM. Oh, no. Oh, you're killing me. Yes. It is a bullish consolidation right there. The break and then the consolidation. JNUG 1 minute has opened below the 8 and the 13. So momentum is rolling over. I got the lower highs coming in. It's breaking into previous highs. Let's see what happens here. I got a weak RSI too, lower high RSI, following with a lower volume. Looks like GMO, General Molly, basic materials. Looks like a previous high break there. Has average volume. That's pretty good little pickup right there in GMO. General Molly, previous high breaks on that daily. Let's see how the weekly looks. Previous high breaks looking good on this. At least get into previous high. The previous lows usually will break. So that's your range for the selling. Nice little popper, little flat top break. Always sell into resistance, keep my free shares, and I let them ride. Pressing the bets. It's like a big giant craps table in Vegas. I gotta press your bets. Gotta keep pressing your bets. That one looks good. I like that one. JNUG office support, 2-bar reversal. Let's see if it continues. If it continues outside of that box, I'm in. I'm gonna drop into support, 2-bar reversal on the 1 minute. 1 minute's not too influential on the 60 minutes. So let's look at that. See if we can't hang on, I'll be right back. JNUG struggling. Looks like that resistance a little harder than I thought. Just thinking a little pop over that. So coming back into support for a try again. oversold situation. I'll wait for this to come out of the box here, out of the red. So when it goes into the red, you watch it, watch it, watch it. When it comes out of the red, that's the beauty of this William %R. When it goes into the green, then you sell it when it comes out of the green. When it goes into the red and it comes out of the red, that's when you buy it. Sell it when it comes out. Sell it when it comes back in. Here she comes back in. Everything off its highs. Gold is up. Should keep an eye on this JNUG for a reversal. Here's one that got slaughtered. XPM got slaughtered last night on cryptos. OMG, I've been researching this. OMG is going to be a hot one. I've got a reversal here on the top though. So all the hype, don't listen. I've got a huge reversal bar there. So I'm going to let it come back in. Little falling star confirmed. But I guess this has been going up like straight up since it's opening. I think from like 70 cents to $10 or some crazy crap. But OMG is going to change the way you do payments on virtually everything. And they're already live in Thailand. And they're trying to get on board with McDonald's. So imagine going to McDonald's and paying in a cryptocurrency of your choice. Not just you have to have Bitcoin. It could be of your choice. So I can be over here holding, I don't know, Steam, right? Actually, it would be Stim dollars, but you know what I'm saying? And fiat. It's going to be a combination. This thing's going to be huge. OMG. Keep an eye on that crap. It's the people that, the team that's trying to put it together. I don't think it's the original team, but the team now that they have is a bunch of people from Ethereum. OMG is going to go on the Ethereum blockchain. OMG is going to change the way you do transactions. It's going to just, it's still blowing my mind how big that's going to be. And they're claiming that they can do like 1,000,000 transactions a second, or scale into millions of transactions a second. So that's upwards to the competition to the Swift system. I think it's crazy. I think oil's kicking. You're right about that, Bill. J-Nug coming in still. CRR, Teso for the win. MARPS, no idea. HLX, Maria's hot one there. Wasn't that yours, HLX? No, it was something. That one's pretty nice. J-Nug coming out of the oversold. Can you keep it a watch? Keeping a watch. I need a reversal first. I'm going to watch this come out of the oversold. I'm going to watch for a reversal. And then I'm going to take the reversal on the coming out party. PetroQuest, PQ off a bottom. Nice. Previous high break off a bottom, breaking the daily chart. That is looking good. Need some volume though. I wonder if I have my just looking for a reversal. Be a nice bottom play there. LABD. Very nice. Over the 8, into the 8, into the 13 for the resistance play. And then back into support. Watch the 8 cross on the 13. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Pop, 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 all the way up. Build it, build it, build it. We got previous lows coming in at the 13. Pretty nice. J-Nug still struggling. Getting rejected by that 8 on the way down. Sluggo, you made it. Just watching J-Nug coming down. I think it got rejected on the 13 on the 60-minute chart. So I got a double bottom working at 21. That 13 represents the previous lows on the way up. Got rejected on the 13. Coming back into support. Got a nice double bottom to work with. Make sure support holds. And I got previous highs coming in. Let's watch that 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart. Coming back into support for a bullish retracement at 2140. Let's see if we can get there. $15-minute chart would be nice to break this whole bottom pattern to confirm it on the way up. Right now, it's a bullish retracement on the 15-minute chart. What's crude doing? Crude should be still going higher. Previous high break on crude. Fill your tanks up. You loaded up on all of them? PQ still on its highs. It's a very tight pattern there on SDPI. Very, very tight. Double bottom working. It's got to break across that previous high. Over the 34. Nice bullish retracement. It needs to break into previous lows on the way up. Nice double bottom. Could be just be a thrust right outside of that pattern. The golden triangle, huh? All right. I wish you the best of luck. Crude apple, what's S&P, Japanese yen. So this is up, gold should be down, but it's not. See, this is why I don't pay attention to it. It's just too much to handle. I can never see the correlation. Gold's down on the longer term, sure. I can never pay attention. I just trade the chart. I probably need it, huh? Well, it looks like gold's going to come back into 1,300, and we're betting on that for support. Right? Anything above 1,300 is going to be luxurious. But it looks like just a slow, methodical step into support. And I'm worried about silver because it needs to get going across that 1850 and catch up with gold and copper. JNUG. Coming back in, I might have to buy that support line. 2140. See if I can't get a crack across the 1 minute chart. Crack. Right across the 8. Still it's trying. Let's watch for the rejections. I'm going to buy across the 8 here. Nope. No. Fill the gap. Watch for the rejections. Holding support, that's good. One minute charts on Medved and TradingView totally off. I got support across the 8 on TradingView, and then I have a rejection working on the 1 minute. I do not know who to believe. Fill the gap. Let's see if it'll hold support here. I'm going to have to fill the gap. Higher low, higher low. It's getting ready. It's make a move or die. I'm thinking it'll come back to 2140, but if we get a move here, I'm going to buy across the 8. Get it close across the 8. I'm going to go ahead and go. See if we can't get across. Trying to bring my sell down. Oh, it grabbed me, that's why. I'm trying to bring my buy down a little bit. It already grabbed me. I didn't even realize it. So I got a higher low, 1 minute chart, across the 8. That's my first in. If I was buying legitimately, I would take my first slice across the 8. I would scale in, make sure I don't make a bad all-in decision. Across the 13 into previous lows, I'll probably take some profits. Hopefully I can get into the 34 on the way up. But lots of resistance on the way up. The measured move is in. So now back across. Into the 13. Let's see if we can crack it across the 13. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm just trading it. I'm not doing long term or anything. I'm looking for resistance. Long term, I mean, the bullish chart on the monthly is great. So I'm taking the bullish trades on the upside. Over the 13, back into support for the 13 hold. Came back in just slightly. I'm looking at resistance at 2160. Let's see if we can get into the 34. Break into previous lows, into the range, into the 34. That'd be a nice little bottom for the 1 minute chart. I only got 2 points working. Back into support. It's a little back and forth to see what happens. JNUG to 18, that would be awesome. Yes, it would. But 19 is the previous break, so 18 is probably not going to happen. So over the 8 into the 13, crack the 13 back into the 13 for support. I got previous lows. I got a previous break coming. Boom. Back and forth, bam. Into, let's see, into the 34. I got some points. Let's see if I can get to 34, 34, 34. Oh. Once I get to the 34, I'll watch some volume, see if I got any resistance at the 34 on the way in. See if I got enough volume to crack it. Nice. Gap into the 34. It might come back in. Keep going. Next previous low is 21.75 across the 34. Looks like a rejection so far. Nope. Volume. Where's the volume? I've got a bunch of sales coming in on the 1 minute. Crack it. Boom, boom, Mancini right there. Let's go. I need a chicken dinner tonight. Come on. There she is. I'm going to sell into resistance over the 34 because it's going to come back in. I got 13 points. What to do? What to do? Crack it. Come on. Go, 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 go. I'm a pretty boring person, Maria, believe me. I sit here and trade stocks all day. Still single. I got a dog. Why is my chart so different? I'm tired of this crap. I think the time has to be off. But which one is the time off on? Is it the trading view? It's all the timing. I'm going to sell this, get out of it. So I got 16 points, I got 12 points, I got 2 points today. Bullish retrace back into support. Let's make sure this comes back into the 8 somehow. Support at previous lows. See, the thing is, we want to make sure the long term is bullish, right? So I'm like, every time I turn around, I'm looking for a bullish move on the 1 minute. It's because the long-term chart says that we are bullish and we're going to go much higher. Right now on the weekly, I got rejected. On the daily, it's coming back into support. I had a couple moves into resistance. So watch today on the daily moves, the stair step into support. I'm thinking 20 was the mark. And if it doesn't get to 20, and it has this sharp U-turn, change direction on a dime, like say for instance at the previous low, 2160 or 2060. This is where we are at now. This is a bullish retracement back into support on the daily. So I'm looking for those bullish moves across the shorter term. Makes it easy. Don't trade against the trend. It's a bullish retracement on the daily. That is a bullish consolidation. So it's going to keep trying to make those slugs across. I know the trend is down, but this is a bullish consolidation into support. So I'm looking for that support. I'm looking for the support. I'm buying the breaks. I had a double bottom working on the 1 minute all morning. It is a tricky game. You're right about that. But I had a 1 minute double bottom. I was looking for a reversal. That reversal came into resistance already today once into the 13. Got rejected a little bit up here. But yes, I am waiting for the JNUG. If I had real money in it, this is how I would play it. I would play the free share game all the way in. I would take the pops, take my free shares, take my core out, let it come all the way back in. I would have free shares riding all the way back in, and then I would double down on the support. See, I'm thinking that JNUG is going to swing back across at any moment. Because it's very close to support. So I had to take I have to take the bets on the upside. It's almost all the way into support on JNUG. The previous breaks. I'm thinking 20 is a good mark, but I don't think they're going to let it get that far. I'm going to overbought situation right now on the 1 minute, so let it come back in. I remember I bought that oversold situation coming back out. It's just a 1 minute chart, so there's no influence really on the 60 minute where it got rejected. But what I'm saying is I'm gathering my free shares all the way in, and then when I get to the bottom, if I miss anything, I already got free shares for the ride. I had a double bottom working all morning. That 13 got rejected today. I'm going to look for that cross of the 13 on the way in. I'm coming out of an oversold situation. I got good volume. Boom, boom, boom. It looks like it's going to turn here. I don't know. The breakout. Well, on the daily, it broke out, and it's testing the previous break. Yes. Is that what you mean? Yes, it's coming back into support. It's a bullish retracement. Bullish retracing over the resistance back into support is the bullish retracement. It's a bullish consolidation phase. So a lot of times you might see the U, the sharp U. A lot of times it'll come all the way back into a stair step situation. You get the U's. The U's is what you want to watch for, because the sharp U's, when it doesn't come all the way back in, the sharp U says it has momentum to go higher without any support. And it looks like on the 1 minute I'm catching, missed it. So I had a bullish retrace over the 34 back into support. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the break back into resistance, see if I can get 5 or 6 pops on the free chairs. Should have came in a little bit more on that, but I should have bought at the support, right? Should have bought at the support. I'm buying at the resistance break. May not have been a good idea on that one, but it had a nice little bullish retracement, flat top break. So I'm at support, at resistance, at support. Crack it. So it broke the 13 back into 13 for support. Now I got support. I got the 8 support. I got the 13 support. Now I'm going to work it back across the resistance. Looks like it's getting stopped out. It's going to have to gather its legs some more. Where am I? Sell this out. No, I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna average in, see if it goes below. $21.50. I'm just looking for previous high breaks because the bullishness of the long-term charts, that's all. And it's a 1 minute chart. It's not like I'm trading the 60 minute when I should be holding for a few hours. The 1 minute, I'm just holding for a few minutes. Maybe 15 minutes at the max. And the ABC retracement, is you talking about the daily? My support on the daily is at 20. It's between the 13 and the 34. At 21.38, it's a good range there, I think. Coming back in for another slice. Five-minute chart. Okay. Well, I should have bought at support again. I don't like my charts looking differently. I got a hammer over support on the 1 minute on trading view. $21.72. Looks like a rejection coming for the 5 minute. 1 minute's got to hold. Might have been early. Bought the break too early. Looks like a head and shoulders top on the 1 minute. I take this out. I can't legitimately hold that. It didn't do what I wanted to. Still has support though. Could have scaled in for another contract, but no. I think you're right on the 5 minute chart. It could get rejected at any moment. can see the breakdown across the 8 over the 13 back into resistance and the rejection on the 5-minute. Now it's below. Now we're going to get a cross. So back to the daily. Support for me is at 20. You had a cross below, back into resistance, and you can see the rejection coming on that 5-minute, like you say. Here, watch for previous low breaks on the 5-minute. The double bottom is at 21.55, so that's my last line of defense. Looking for support there first. 21.55. And that's at that double bottom here. Coming into an oversold situation again. I gave back some a little bit there, but it's still up for the day. Now it's going to be wait. Let's wait and see, because 1 minute's cracking that 34 on the downside. I got a bearish retracement coming there, back into resistance. 5-minute, like Billy says, looks like a rejection there. Looks like a cross over the 13. But we scale up and up. Looks like they're just coming back into support. 15-minute looks great for support line, that double bottom here. So ultimately, I'm looking for a favorable lower high, higher low, higher low. Tricky games. 15-minute bar, hug and support. Over the 34, back into support. So who's going to win? Bulls or the Bears? Now I got an opposing point for trend. I got a flat top break coming. I got a pattern forming. Let's wait for the pattern to form. Get really tight in here. And we'll see what happens. Flat top break, I hope wins. But watch that support come back in. What I need is a total reversal on the daily, which would be it breaking into previous lows over the 13. Keep that momentum going. CLLXF popped its head up. Nice bounce off the 8 on that daily. Look for previous high breaks for support. Up and over previous highs. J-nug, 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 back and forth, back and forth. Looks like a higher low on the indicator coming out of an oversold situation. Coming back into oversold, making a higher low on the indicator. Let's see if we can't get a cross outside the oversold situation. Yes, you're right about that. Looks like the higher low is not holding. Not holding. The last line of defense is the 1 minute double bottom. So I think that's it for me. That daily chart is ominous. I think that the bearish retracement is in. We had a breakdown over the 8, over the 13, back in, back in, back in. And so what we're going to do is watch for previous low breaks. That 1 minute, just hanging on a tether and let it come back in. 20 is a nice emotional spot. Anything back below 20, back over 20 would be a nice play. But the daily is a bullish retracement back into support after the break. So wherever we find support, it's going to be a nice line. It should come out of that consolidation with a gust. Still working a higher low, I guess. S&P not making any new highs today. Dow Jones, silly Dow Jones making a new high, maybe close. It's breaking previous highs right now. Dow Jones, what a joke. Talk about cherry picking the best ones, making the Dow look good. It's cherry picking, making it look good. NASDAQ still being rejected, but it has support on that 8 daily chart. Crude is going to be pumping for a while, I think. It did the bullish retracement back into support. Previous high break today. It's going to keep going. Gold. Still doing that 13, just like JNUG, doing that 13 dance. Broke back below the 13, back into the 13. Already broke previous lows. So we're going to spike low back above. If we close above previous highs over here on gold, I think that it could get a reversal. JNUG's not going to hold. Still working a higher low. But that bearish retracement was very weak. No momentum into resistance. I think it's going to fall over. There she goes. The 1 minute chart did not hold. So let it come back in. Let's find that 15-minute chart, find out where our support is. $21.40 on the 15-minute chart. Make sure support holds. Oh, pretty good day today. The lithium came back in. Looks like it's trying again here soon. The spike high. Watch that previous break. JNUG's coming in for a gust of wind down the downside. Previous low breaks. That's what happens. Got previous highs coming on right there. It's 21.46 all the way back in. It could ride that range. 21.30. Blah blah blah. Just have to keep an eye on it. It's a bullish retracement, so support's coming in. Just have to find support. Watch for the previous high breaks on LLXF, CGG, I think that's oil. I don't know why that's in here. ESTM. Nice job, Maria, breaking outside of that pennant. Watch for previous high breaks. Looks like 554.5 or so. 1894-ish. Yeah, 61% retracement, you mean? Yeah, it's right there. Chain up for a reversal right off the 15-minute of 8. It's working it. Into the 8 on 1 minute. Let's see if the rejection or the come across. I might have to go back in on the go across. What's that? 15-minute chart. I'm looking for those free shares all the way in. Just a little pop, pop, pop. Sell my free shares. Let the free shares ride all the way in. Nice hammer confirmation on the bottom. I didn't see that. It's coming out of the oversold. 1-2 punch across the 8 or rejection. Let's see. Rejection. Resistance is strong with this one. No go. Thought I had an in. But that's it for me. My hour is up. I appreciate you guys. Please sign up with Hip Chat so we can get a different platform going so that we can talk with each other instead of me talking at you. The group name is Rusty Trades Hip Chat. If you can't figure it out, just send me an email. I will invite you to join the room. Invite is this link here on the chat room, on the description. Hit me up with an email so I can invite you. And then I got a 2-bar reversal on the 1 minute. But I'm out. I'm going to get ready for work. Winter's coming. I'll have a lot more time to do these. All right. Give me a chance. I'll let me get to work. Let me fiddle around, make my calls. I'll get everyone an email out for invites. That's a nice little reversal on the 1 minute chart. See if we can't work that 15-minute chart on JNUG. I missed my in, so I'm not going to chase it, but 15-minute charts. Let's see if 15-minute chart can hold. I've never watched Game of Thrones, so I don't even know what the heck you're talking about. Winter is coming. Yeah, everyone around here battens down the hatches, gets cabin fever for 3 months. Doesn't snow that much, but it gets cold. It snows a little bit. Damn, you guys are hip on the Fibonacci retracements, which is good. That's why I use all the T3s with Fibonacci numbers. I don't have to fool with retracements, if you didn't notice. The measured move across the 34. I got a line of support working. Over the 8, into the 13, back into the 8 for support. Watch out for previous high breaks on the upside. Nice little bottom if support holds. I'll see you guys. Support's got to hold. Doesn't look like it. Little rejection again. Maybe a bottom or two. Too much crap going on. Back and forth, back and forth. It's still got a higher low. I got a hammer. Stay above that hammer. Break the line of support or resistance on the upside. Nope, hammer's not going to hold. I'll see you guys. We can make this into a nice little trading room. I remember having 25, 30 people in my trading room. Not my trading room, but the last trading room I was in was probably 2002, 3, 4. Probably into 2005 was probably the last year. But it was awesome. Everyone made money. So hopefully I want to recreate something like that. Need all you good traders out there that know what they're doing. Beginners are welcome, no problem. But make sure support holds when you buy something. Don't be mad at me when support doesn't hold and you hang on to it forever. Don't be mad at me. I'll see you guys. Appreciate every one of you.